This is Mamuni. Thank you so much for being Amar Baba.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I am going to discuss how to solve bank reconciliation statement problem number 2 or BRS problem number 2 in detail. So let's get started. Chalo, shuru kora jak. So this is the problem. Let's go through the problem. Bank reconciliation statement problem number 2. Prepare a bank reconciliation statement from the following particulars on 31st March 2022. Number 1. Debit balance as per cash book rupees 30,000. Please remember, a bank reconciliation statement can be prepared by taking the bank balance either as per cash book or as per passbook. Please remember, if the bank reconciliation statement or BRS is started with the bank balance as per cash book, the answer arrived at in the end will be the bank balance as per passbook. Okay? And if the bank reconciliation statement or BRS is started with the bank balance as per passbook, the answer arrived at in the end will be bank balance as per cash book. Okay, understood? In this problem, the bank reconciliation statement or BRS is started with the bank balance as per cash book. So the answer arrived at in the end will be bank balance as per passbook. Okay, understood? Now let's go through the problem. So number 1, debit balance as per passbook 30,000. So let's write. We can write debit balance as per cash book or bank balance as per cash book. Both are right. Debit balance as per cash book means favorable balance as per cash book. So the amount will be written in the second column or the outer column, 30,000. See, debit balance as per cash book, 30,000. Okay. The first column is also known as inner column. All the adjustments, that is add or less, are done here. And the total amount is written in the outer column or in the second column. Okay. Now let's go through the problem. Number 2, a check sent to the bank for collection, but not yet credited by bank 9,000. So should we add this transaction or should we deduct this transaction? Now let's go through the chart. You will get this chart in my video titled Bank Reconciliation Statement. Should we add or deduct? BRS formula part 5 class 11 accounts. Okay. Now let's go through the chart and let's see, should we add or deduct this transaction? Number 2. See, checks deposited or paid into bank for collection but not yet credited by bank. So we should deduct this transaction in the bank reconciliation statement. Okay, as per cash book. But we should understand why should we deduct these transactions. Okay, so let me make you understand through rough work first. Okay, now let's see the transaction once again. Number 2, a check sent to the bank for collection but not yet credited by bank 9,000. What do you mean by credited by bank? Please remember, credited by bank refer to deposits of the bank account or added to the bank account. Okay? Now let's do it in rough work. Please remember, when a businessman deposited a check or sent a check to the bank for collection, the businessman immediately entered the amount rupees 9,000 on the debit side in the bank column of his cash book or on the receipt side of his cash book. Debit side means receipt side. But the passbook balance will remain the same. Why? Because the check sent to the bank for collection but not yet credited by bank. So, cash book is more by rupees 9,000. But passbook is less by rupees 9,000. Why? Because the bank has not yet recorded in the credit column or deposit column of the passbook rupees 9,000. So passbook balance is less by rupees 9,000, but cash book balance is more by rupees 9,000. But passbook balance is less by rupees 9,000 because the businessman has immediately recorded rupees 9,000 on the debit side or receipt side in the bank column of the cash book, whereas the bank has not yet recorded in the credit column or deposit column rupees 9,000. Please remember, credit column means deposit column in case of bank. Bank records the entries as per bank's perspective or bank's point of view. Please remember, businessman records the entry in the cash book as per businessman's point of view or businessman's perspective. Please remember, debit side in the cash book means receipt side or deposit side, whereas credit column represents deposit column of the passbook. Okay, so passbook balance is less by rupees 9,000 and cash book balance is more by 9,000, and we cannot touch passbook. Why? Because cash book is only given to us in the problem, but passbook is not given to us in the problem. See, debit balance as per cash book 30,000 has been given to us. So whatever changes we have to make it in the cash book. Our job is to make cash book balance equal to passbook. So whatever changes we have to make it in the cash book. We cannot touch passbook. Understood? So should we add or deduct? Let's do it in the rough work. Since cash book balance is more by 9,000 and passbook balance is less by 9,000, what is our job? Our job is to make cash book balance equal to passbook balance. Since we cannot touch passbook, so if we deduct 9,000 in the cash book, then cash book balance will be equal to passbook, because cash book balance was more by rupees 9,000. So if we deduct rupees 9,000 in the cash book balance will be equal to passbook balance, since passbook balance was less by rupees 9,000. Okay, since we cannot touch passbook, our job is to make cash book balance equal to passbook balance. If we deduct rupees 9,000 in the cash book, then cash book balance will be equal to passbook balance. Understood? Let me make you understand in Bengali also. When a check sent to the bank for collection but not yet credited by bank rupees 9,000, businessman কি করেছে? Businessman immediately record করে নিয়েছে ডেবিট সাইড মানে রিসিট সাইডে ব্যাংক কলামে ক্যাশ বুকের 9,000. তো ক্যাশ বুক ব্যালেন্স হ্যাজ ইনক্রিজড বাই রুপিস 9,000, কিন্তু পাসবুক ব্যালেন্সে ইনক্রিজ হয়নি। কেন? বিকজ দ্য চেক নট ইট ক্রেডিটেড বাই ব্যাংক অর ব্যাংক রেকর্ড করেনি ডিপোজিট কলাম অর ক্রেডিট কলাম। পাসবুকের ক্রেডিট কলাম মিনস ডিপোজিট কলাম, সেখানে ব্যাংক রেকর্ড করেনি। সো পাসবুক ইজ লেস বাই 9,000, সো পাসবুকে 9,000 লেস আছে আর ক্যাশ বুকে 9,000 মোর। বাট আমরা পাসবুক টাচ করতে পারবো না। কেন? বিকজ আমাদের প্রবলেমে পাসবুক দেওয়া নেই, আমাদের কি দেওয়া আছে ডেবিট ব্যালেন্স অ্যাজ পার ক্যাশ বুক 30,000। সো আমরা যা চেঞ্জেস করবো, হোয়াট এভার চেঞ্জেস উই আর গোয়িং টু মেক, উই হ্যাভ টু মেক ইট ইন দ্য ক্যাশ বুক। আমরা যাই চেঞ্জেস করব, আমরা অ্যাড করি বা লেস করি, আমাদের কি করতে হবে, আমাদের চেঞ্জেসগুলো ক্যাশ বুকেই করতে হবে। তো আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি রুপিস 9,000 বেশি আছে ক্যাশ বুকে, ওয়ারেজ পাসবুকে রুপিস 9,000 কম আছে। তো আমরা কি করতে পারি, আওয়ার জব ইজ টু মেক ক্যাশ বুক ব্যালেন্স ইকুয়াল টু পাসবুক ব্যালেন্স। সো ইফ ইউ ডিডাক্ট 9,000, আমরা যদি 9,000কে লেস করে দিই, তাহলে সিন্স পাসবুক ব্যালেন্স ইজ লেস বাই রুপিস 9,000, if we deduct rupees 9,000 in the cash book, then cash book balance will be equal to passbook balance. Understood? So let's deduct 9,000 in the cash book. Okay? Let's number 2. A check sent to the bank to the bank for collection, to the bank for collection, but not yet credited by bank. Okay, how much? Rupees 9,000. আমরা কোথায় লিখবো? We are going to write 9,000 in the inner column or the first column, because I told you all the adjustments, that is add or less, are done in the first column or the inner column. Okay. Now let's go through the next transaction. See, number 3. A check sent to the bank for collection but credited by bank on 20th March 2022, 8,000. Please remember the date is very important. See the date, 31st March 2022. The check has been sent to the bank for collection, but bank has credited on 20th March 2022. Please remember, if the bank has credited or recorded the amount in the credit column or deposit column of the passbook within 31st March 2022, we don't have to add or less 8,000. We just have to ignore these transactions. Please remember, যদি কোনো চেক সেন্ড করা হয় ব্যাংকে ফর কালেকশন আর ব্যাংক সেটা ক্রেডিট করে on 20th March 2022 within this date, see 31st March 2022, it could be 29, 30th, even 31st March যদি ক্রেডিট করা হয় বা রেকর্ড করা হয় ডিপোজিট কলাম আর ক্রেডিট কলামে, even 31st March যদি রেকর্ড করা হয়, within 31st March 2022 তে যদি ক্রেডিট করা হয় বা রেকর্ড করা হয় পাসবুকে, rupees 8,000 will not be added or deducted in the bank reconciliation statement. We just have to ignore this transaction. Please remember, because within 31st March 2022 তে এটা entered হয়েছে, রেকর্ড করা হয়েছে. Suppose, let's change the date, 30th June 2022. It won't appear in the bank reconciliation statement. We don't have to deduct or add 8,000 in the bank reconciliation statement. Because within 30th June যদি করা হয়, ডেট তোমাকে দেখতে হবে ব্যাংক রিকনসিলিয়েশন স্টেটমেন্টের ডেটটা কি, এই ডেটের মধ্যে যদি করা within this date, you don't have to add or less this transaction. Since it has been recorded within 31st March 2022, we don't have to record these transactions. Neither we have to add nor we have to deduct this transaction. We just have to ignore it. Okay. For example, let's say a check sent to the bank for collection but credited by bank on 1st April 2022. Then we have to deduct or add this transaction, because 1st April means not within 31st March 2022. It has been recorded after 31st March 2022. 1st April means it has been recorded after 31st March 2022. So, we have to add or we have to deduct this 8,000. But since it has been recorded within 31st March 2022, so this transaction won't appear in the bank reconciliation statement. Neither we have to add 8,000 nor we have to deduct 8,000. We just have to ignore it. Okay? Since it has been already recorded within 31st March 2022. See, 20th March. It has been already recorded within 31st March 2022. See, a check sent to the bank for collection but credited by bank on 20th March 2022, 8,000. Since it has been recorded within 31st March 2022, this transaction won't appear in the bank reconciliation statement. Neither we have to add nor we have to deduct. Okay? Let's see the next transaction. Number 4. Bank has credited rupees 4,000 in the passbook for dividend received by the bank. So, bank has recorded rupees 4,000 in the deposit column or credit column. I told you deposit column means the credit column in the passbook. So, bank has recorded, credited means bank has added. Credited means or credited by bank means deposit of the bank account or added to the bank account. So, bank has added rupees 4,000 in the deposit column or credit column of the passbook. This amount 4,000. Bank has added 4,000. But cash book has not recorded. Since nothing has been mentioned, that means this transaction was not recorded in the cash book. So let's see should we add or deduct this transaction? So let's go through the chart. See, number 4. Dividend collected by bank but not recorded in the cash book. So we should add this transaction. But we need to understand why we are going to add this transaction. So let me make you understand through rough work first. Okay? Let's go through the transaction again. Number 4. Bank has credited 4,000 in the passbook for dividend received by the bank but not recorded in the cash book. Since nothing has been mentioned, that means this was not recorded in the cash book. Now let's go through the rough work first. Let me make you understand through rough work. See, number 4. Since bank has credited or entered 4,000 in the credit column or deposit column of the passbook 4,000. So passbook balance is more by rupees 4,000. But the businessman has not recorded rupees 4,000 on the debit side or the receipt side in the bank column of the cash book because the businessman has not received the information from the bank. So cash book balance is less by rupees 4,000 but passbook balance is more by rupees 4,000 because bank has recorded rupees 4,000 in the credit column or deposit column of the passbook. So passbook balance is more by rupees 4,000 but cash book balance is less by rupees 4,000 since nothing has been recorded on the debit side or receipt side in the bank column of the cash book by the businessman. So what is our job? Our job is to make cash book balance equal to passbook balance. But we cannot touch passbook since passbook is not given in the problem. Cash book is given in the problem. So whatever changes we have to make it in the cash book. Our job is to make cash book balance equal to passbook balance. Since passbook balance is more by rupees 4,000 and cash book balance is less, just add rupees 4,000 in the cash book. Then cash book balance will be equal to passbook. Okay. So add rupees 4,000 in the cash book. Then cash book balance will be equal to passbook balance because cash book balance was less by rupees 4,000 and passbook balance was more by rupees 4,000. But if we add 4,000 in the cash book balance will be equal to passbook balance. Okay. Now let me explain it in Bengali also. The transaction is bank has credited rupees 4,000 in the passbook for dividend received by the bank but not recorded in the cash book. That means bank ডিভিডেন্ড পেয়েছে কোনো কাস্টমারের থেকে সেটা ব্যাংক রেকর্ড করেছে ডিপোজিট কলাম ইজ অলসো নোন অ্যাজ ক্রেডিট কলাম ইন দ্য পাসবুক সো ব্যাংক হ্যাজ রেকর্ডেড ব্যাংক কি করেছে রেকর্ড করেছে 4,000 ইন দ্য ডিপোজিট কলাম অর ক্রেডিট কলাম সো ব্যাংক ব্যালেন্স ইজ মোর বাই রুপিস 4,000 কিন্তু বিজনেসম্যান হ্যাজ নট গট দ্য ইনফরমেশন বিজনেসম্যান কোনো ইনফরমেশন পায়নি ডিভিডেন্ড সম্পর্কে সো বিজনেসম্যান কোনো রেকর্ড করেনি ক্যাশ বুকে রুপিস 4,000 on the debit side or on the receipt side in the bank column of the cash book. So cash book balance is less by rupees 4,000. So cash book balance is less by rupees 4,000. Our passbook balance ki? Passbook balance is more by rupees 4,000. আমাদের job হলো cash book balance should be equal to passbook balance. তো আমরা কি করব? আমরা add করে দেব rupees 4,000 in the cash book because আমাদের কাছে cash bookই দেওয়া আছে প্রবলেমে পাসবুক আমাদের কাছে নেই বিকজ প্রবলেমে পাসবুক দেওয়া নেই সো আমরা পাসবুক টাচ করতে পারবো না হোয়াট এভার চেঞ্জেস উই হ্যাভ টু মেক ইট ইন দ্য ক্যাশ বুক আমরা অ্যাড করতে পারি বা লেস করতে পারি আমরা যাই করি আমরা ক্যাশ বুকে করবো সিন্স ক্যাশ বুক দেওয়া আছে আমাদের কাছে যদি পাসবুক প্রবলেমে দেওয়া থাকতো আমরা পাসবুকে করতাম ক্যাশ বুকে করতাম না সিন্স এই প্রবলেমে আমাদের ক্যাশ বুক দেওয়া আছে আমরা অ্যাড বা লেস ক্যাশ বুকেই করতে পারবো কিন্তু আমাদের জব কি আমাদের জব হলো ক্যাশ বুক ব্যালেন্স should be equal to passbook balance. আমাকে equal করতে হবে cash book balance should be equal to passbook balance. Since passbook balance is more by rupees 4,000 and cash book balance is less by rupees 4,000 just add 4,000 in the cash book তাহলেই cash book balance will be equal to passbook balance. Understood? So let's add 4,000 in the bank reconciliation statement. So add number 4 bank has credited in the passbook for dividend collected or dividend received by the bank but not recorded in the cash book. How much? Rupees 4,000 should be written in the inner column or in the first column, because I have already told you whatever we are going to add or whatever we are going to deduct, we have to write in the first column. Okay? Understood? Now let's see the next transaction. Number 5. Bank charges debited in the passbook. Debited means, what do you mean by debited in the passbook or debited by bank? Debited by bank or debited in the passbook refer to money withdrawal from the bank account, or money is taken out of the bank account, or money is deducted from the bank account. Okay? Bank charges means this is an expense. So bank has deducted rupees 1,000, or bank has recorded in the withdrawal column or debit column of the passbook. Bank charges debited or recorded in the debit column or withdrawal column in the passbook, but not yet entered or recorded in the cash book. Rupees 1,000. But should we add or deduct this transaction? Let's go through the chart first. Okay? Which I have prepared especially for you people. See, less. Number 2. Bank charges, incidental charges and commission charged by bank but not recorded in the cash book. So this transaction we should deduct. But we should understand why we are going to deduct this transaction. So let me make you understand through rough work first. Okay? So let's go through the transaction again. Number 5. Bank charges debited in the passbook but not yet entered in the cash book, rupees 1,000. Okay? So let's do it in rough work first. See. Number 5. Bank has recorded or entered rupees 1,000 in the withdrawal column or debit column of the passbook. That means bank has deducted rupees 1,000. So passbook balance is less by rupees 1,000. But the businessman has not recorded rupees 1,000 on the credit side or payment side in the bank column of the cash book, because the businessman has not got the information. So businessman has not recorded rupees 1,000. That means businessman has not deducted rupees 1,000 for the payment of bank charges. So cash book balance is more by rupees 1,000, whereas passbook balance is less by rupees 1,000, because bank has already deducted rupees 1,000 and has recorded rupees 1,000 in the withdrawal column or debit column of the passbook. Okay? So passbook balance is less by 1,000 and cash book balance is more by 1,000, since the businessman has not deducted rupees 1,000 in the cash book, or the businessman has not recorded or entered rupees 1,000 on the credit side or payment side in the bank column of the cash book. So what is our job? Our job is to make cash book balance equal to passbook. But we cannot touch passbook, since passbook is not given in the problem. Only cash book is given in the problem. In this particular problem, cash book is given in the problem. So whatever changes we have to make it in the cash book. If we want to add, we have to add in the cash book. If we want to deduct, we have to deduct in the cash book. But we cannot touch passbook. Since here cash book balance is more by 1,000 and passbook balance is less by rupees 1,000. So we have to make it equal. So if we deduct rupees 1,000 in the cash book, then cash book balance will be equal to passbook balance. So let's deduct less rupees 1,000 in the cash book. Then cash book balance will be equal to passbook. Why? Because passbook balance is less by rupees 1,000 and cash book balance is more by rupees 1,000. So if we deduct rupees 1,000 in the cash book, then cash book balance will be equal to passbook balance. Okay? So we got to deduct rupees 1,000 in the cash book. But let me explain it in Bengali also. So the transaction number 5 is bank charges debited in the passbook but not entered or recorded in the cash book. That means ব্যাংক কি করেছে, ব্যাংক একটা চার্জ এক্সপেন্স ডেবিট করেছে। ডেবিট মানে ব্যাংক চার্জেস ডেবিটেড। ডেবিটেড মিনস ব্যাংক হ্যাজ ডিডাক্টেড, ব্যাংক ডিডাক্ট করে দিয়েছে 1000 in the passbook. Bank has recorded rupees 1000 in the withdrawal column or debit column. Bank কি করেছে, withdrawal column is equal to debit column or debit column is equal to withdrawal column. Okay, তো ব্যাংক 1000 ডিডাক্ট করে দিয়েছে পাসবুকে। তো পাসবুক ব্যালেন্স কি হয়েছে, অটোমেটিক্যালি ডিক্রিজ করে গেছে। পাসবুক ইজ লেস বাই রুপিস 1000, কিন্তু বিজনেসম্যান কোনো ইনফরমেশন পায়নি। তো বিজনেসম্যান ক্যাশবুকে লেস করেনি। তো লেস করার জন্য বিজনেসম্যানকে কি করতে হতো, বিজনেসম্যান রেকর্ড করতো। যদি বিজনেসম্যান ইনফরমেশন পেত, বিজনেসম্যান কোথায় রেকর্ড করতো, ক্রেডিট সাইডে, দ্যাট ইজ দ্য পেমেন্ট সাইডে ইন দ্য ব্যাংক কলাম অফ দ্য ক্যাশ বুক। কিন্তু বিজনেসম্যান ডিডাক্টই করেনি 1000 বিকজ বিজনেসম্যান কোনো ইনফরমেশন পায়নি। তার জন্য কি হয়েছে, ক্যাশ বুক ব্যালেন্স ইজ মোর বাই 1000 অ্যান্ড পাসবুক ব্যালেন্স ইজ less by 1000 because the bank has recorded rupees 1000 in the withdrawal column or debit column. That means bank has deducted rupees 1000 in the passbook, but businessman has not recorded on the credit side or on the payment side in the bank column of the cash book. তার মানে ক্যাশ বুক ব্যালেন্স বেশি আছে rupees 1000, আর এখানে পাসবুক ব্যালেন্সে কি হয়েছে, পাসবুক ব্যালেন্স ইজ লেস বাই rupees 1000. Our job is to make cash book balance equal to passbook balance. কিন্তু আমরা পাসবুকে কিছু করতে পারবো না। We cannot touch passbook because passbook is not given in the problem. Cash book is given in the problem. তো আমরা যাই চেঞ্জেস করবো, হোয়াট এভার চেঞ্জেস আমরা অ্যাড করতে পারি বা লেস করতে পারি, সেটা আমাদের কার থ্রুতে করতে হবে। হোয়াট এভার চেঞ্জেস উই আর গোয়িং টু মেক, উই হ্যাভ টু মেক ইট ইন দ্য ক্যাশ বুক। সেটা আমরা অ্যাড করতে পারি 1000 বা লেস করতে পারি 1000। ইন দিস কেস উই হ্যাভ টু deduct 1000. আমি বুঝিয়ে দিলাম কেন। So if we deduct 1000 in the cash book balance will be equal to passbook balance. Understood? So now let's deduct 1000 in the bank reconciliation statement. Okay? Let's deduct number 5. Bank charges debited in the passbook, debited in the passbook but not yet entered in the cash book. Okay, how much, 1000. Okay, now let's see the last transaction. So what is the last transaction? Number 6. Out of total checks amounting to rupees 8000 issued means paid to a creditor. Out of total checks amounting to rupees 8000 issued means paid. Checks amounting rupees 5000 have been presented for payment up to 31st March 2022. That means suppose there are 2 checks paid to a creditor. One check amounting to rupees 5000. Okay, another check amounting to rupees 3000. If you add 5000 plus 3000, it will give you 8000. So total checks amounting to rupees 8000. Let's say one check is 5000, another check is 3000. Okay. Out of the total checks amounting to rupees 8000 issued or paid to a creditor, checks amounting to rupees 5000 have been presented for payment up to or within 31st March 2022. That means what? 31st March এর মধ্যে rupees 5000 এর যে চেকটা that has been presented or recorded in the withdrawal column or debit column of the passbook. That means 5000 has been deducted in the passbook. But what about rupees 3000? The check amounting to rupees 3000 has not been presented within 31st March 2022. That means bank has not deducted rupees 3000. There were 2 checks. One check has been presented within 31st March 2022. bank has deducted rupees 5,000. We don't have to add or less. Since bank has already deducted within 31st March 2022, 5,000. We don't have to add or deduct this amount. See, just like number 3. A check sent to the bank for collection but credited by bank on 20th March 2022, 8,000. Since the check has been credited by bank on 20th March 2022, remember I told you to ignore this transaction. We don't have to add or deduct this transaction. No, neither we have to add rupees 8,000 nor we have to deduct rupees 8,000 since the check has been credited by bank on 20th March 2022. Within 31st March যদি চেক ক্রেডিট হয়ে যায় তাহলে ওটা অ্যাড বা লেস করতে হয় না. Similarly, out of the total checks amounting to rupees 8,000 issued or paid to the creditor, the checks amounting rupees 5,000 have been presented for payment within 31st March 2022. So we don't have to add or less rupees 5,000. Just ignore rupees 5,000. But there was another check. What is the amount? 8,000 minus 5,000. So there was another check amounting to rupees 3,000. ওখানে আরেকটা চেক ছিল. ক্রেডিটরকে দুটো চেক দেওয়া হয়েছে. You got to understand. Because the total checks amounting to rupees 8,000. That means 5,000 was presented for payment within 31st March 2022. So what about the other check? 8,000 minus 5,000 will give you 3,000. So there was another check amounting to rupees 3,000. So that check has not been presented to bank or bank has not recorded in the debit column or withdrawal column rupees 3,000. So bank is more by rupees 3,000. Whereas businessman has recorded 5,000 as well as 3,000 in the cash book. That means businessman has recorded on the credit side or payment side in the bank column of the cash book rupees 5,000 as well as rupees 3,000. So businessman has deducted rupees 5,000 as well as rupees 3,000. Rupees 5,000 won't appear in the bank reconciliation statement. Why? Because both of them has deducted within 31st March 2022. So ignore rupees 5,000. But bank has not deducted rupees 3,000 or bank has not recorded in the debit column or withdrawal column in the passbook rupees 3,000. But businessman has recorded on the credit side or payment side in the bank column of the cash book rupees 3,000. That means businessman has deducted rupees 3,000 in the cash book, whereas bank has not deducted rupees 3,000 in the passbook. So bank is more by rupees 3,000. So cash book is less by rupees 3,000. But should we add or deduct this transaction? Let's go through the chart first. Say, add. Number 1, checks issued or drawn or paid means the same thing, but not presented to bank. So rupees 3,000 should be added in the bank reconciliation statement since we're doing bank balance as per cash book. Okay? But first we are going to understand why we are going to add this transaction. So let's do it in the rough work first. Okay? Passbook balance is more by rupees 3,000 and cash book balance is less by rupees 3,000. Why? Let's go through the transaction once again. Number 6, out of the total checks amounting to rupees 8,000 issued, checks amounting rupees 5,000 have been presented for payment up to 31st March 2022 or within 31st March 2022. See, 31st March 2022. Date is very important. Okay, now let's do it in the rough work first. Suppose there are 2 checks paid to a creditor. One check amounting to rupees 5,000, another check amounting to rupees 3,000. Okay. Rupees 5,000 has been presented up to 31st March 2022 or within 31st March 2022. But the check amounting to rupees 3,000 has not been presented to bank for payment. You can ask me, how did I get rupees 3,000? Deduct 5,000 from 8,000, you'll get rupees 3,000. There were 2 checks, 5,000 and 3,000. Since one check amounting to 5,000 has been deducted by bank in the passbook or has been recorded by bank in the withdrawal column or debit column of the passbook. But what about the other check? Bank has deducted or recorded rupees 5,000 in the withdrawal column or debit column in the passbook. But what about the other check, rupees 3,000? Bank has not recorded or deducted rupees 3,000. Okay. So passbook balance is more by rupees 3,000. Bank has not recorded, bank has not deducted rupees 3,000 in the passbook. Bank has only deducted rupees 5,000 in the passbook. So passbook balance is more by rupees 3,000. But cash book balance is less by rupees 3,000. Why? A businessman has recorded rupees 5,000 as well as rupees 3,000 on the credit side or payment side in the bank column of the cash book. So businessman has deducted both within 31st March 2022. But bank has deducted only 5,000 within 31st March 2022. So bank has not recorded rupees 3,000. So passbook balance is more by rupees 3,000 and cash book balance is less by rupees 3,000. Understood? But we cannot touch passbook since passbook is not given in the problem. We can only make changes in the cash book. Whatever changes we are going to make, we are going to make it in the cash book. You can add or you can deduct, but whatever changes you are going to make, you have to make it in the cash book. So our job is to make cash book balance equal to passbook balance. So if we add rupees 3,000 in the cash book, then cash book balance will be equal to passbook balance. Okay. So let me explain it in Bengali also. Number 6 transaction. Out of total checks amounting to rupees 8,000, issued checks amounting to rupees 5,000 have been presented for payment up to or within 31st March 2022. That means what? That means suppose দুটো চেক ছিল যেটা ক্রেডিটরকে পেমেন্ট করা হয়েছিল, বিজনেসম্যান দুটো চেকই রেকর্ড করেছে ক্রেডিট সাইডে or payment side in the bank column of the cash book. দুটো চেক কি করে পেলাম? Total checks 8,000. তার মধ্যে bank has recorded only 5,000 within 31st March 2022. So where is another check? So 8,000 minus 5,000 will get 3,000. So আরেকটা চেক bank record করেনি পাসবুকে. So passbook balance is more by rupees 3,000. কিন্তু businessman record করেছে দুটো চেকই, 5,000 ও record করেছে, 3,000 ও record করেছে payment side or credit side in the bank column of the cash book. That means businessman has deducted rupees 5,000 as well as rupees 3,000 in the cash book. But bank has deducted only rupees 5,000 in the passbook. So passbook balance is more by rupees 3,000 because bank deduct করেছে rupees 5,000 পেমেন্ট করা হয়েছে ক্রেডিটরকে, কিন্তু আরেকটা চেক ছিল 3,000 সেটাও পেমেন্ট করা হয়েছে ক্রেডিটরকে, কিন্তু ব্যাংক উইদিন 31st March 2022 সেটা রেকর্ড করেনি। whereas বিজনেসম্যান দুটোই রেকর্ড করেছে, 5,000 ও রেকর্ড করেছে, 3,000 ও রেকর্ড করেছে। দ্যাট মিনস বিজনেসম্যান 5,000 ও ডিডাক্ট করেছে, 3,000 ও ডিডাক্ট করেছে। আমাদের জব কি? সিন্স পাসবুক ব্যালেন্স ইজ মোর বাই রুপিস 3,000 আর ক্যাশ বুক ব্যালেন্স ইজ লেস বাই রুপিস 3,000, আওয়ার জব ইজ টু মেক ক্যাশ বুক ব্যালেন্স ইকুয়াল টু পাসবুক ব্যালেন্স। আমাদের জব হলো ক্যাশ বুক ব্যালেন্সকে ইকুয়াল করতে হবে পাসবুক ব্যালেন্স, কিন্তু আমরা পাসবুক টাচ করতে পারবো না বিকজ আমাদের প্রবলেমে পাসবুক দেওয়া নেই। আমাদের কি দেওয়া আছে? ক্যাশ বুক ব্যালেন্স। সো হোয়াট এভার চেঞ্জেস উই হ্যাভ টু মেক ইট ইন দ্য ক্যাশ বুক। আমরা অ্যাড করতে পারি বা লেস করতে পারি, সেটা আমাদের কোথায় করতে হবে? ক্যাশ বুকে। সিন্স পাসবুক ব্যালেন্স ইজ মোর বাই রুপিস 3,000 and cash book balance is less by rupees 3,000, so add rupees 3,000 in the cash book. If you add rupees 3,000 in the cash book, then cash book balance will be equal to passbook balance. Understood? So let's add rupees 3,000 in the bank reconciliation statement or BRS. Okay? Number 6. Out of checks out of total checks amounting to rupees 8,000 issued checks amounting to rupees 5,000 have been presented within 31st March 2022, but check amounting to rupees 3,000 has not been presented within 31st March 2022. So you got to show 8,000 minus 5,000. So we got to add rupees 3,000. Now our job is to add this two. Dutoi add ache. There are only two transactions which we are going to add. 4,000 plus 3,000. That will give you 7,000. Okay. So ekhane dutoi transaction add a kota transaction ache, only two. So 4,000 plus 3,000. দুটোকে আমরা অ্যাড করব, দুটোকে অ্যাড করে টোটালটা আমরা আউটার কলামে লিখব ও সেকেন্ড কলামে লিখব। If you add 4,000 plus 3,000, it will give you 7,000. So we'll write 7,000 in the outer column or the second column. Then you got to add 30,000 plus 7,000. That will give you 37,000. Okay? তারপরে আমাদের কাজ কি 30,000 এর সাথে অ্যাড করব 7,000 কে, তো আমরা পাবো 37,000. Now we got to see the less transactions. There are only two transactions in the less also. We got to deduct two transactions. One is 9,000, another one is 1,000. So let's deduct rupees 10,000. 9,000 plus 1,000 will give you 10,000. আমাদের এখানে দুটোই ট্রানজাকশন আছে যে দুটো আমরা লেস করব। 9,000 plus 1,000. 9,000 plus 1,000 total হলো 10,000. আমরা 10,000 outer column এ লিখব. We'll always write 10,000 in the outer column or in the second column. So now deduct 10,000 from 37,000. Okay, understood? So deduct 10,000 from 37,000, you'll get 27,000. Okay, now what is this 27,000? Bank balance as per passbook. As per passbook. Or credit balance as per passbook. Both are right. You can write bank balance as per passbook or credit balance as per passbook. Understood? Since we have written debit balance, it's better to write credit balance as per passbook. Okay? Okay, either you write bank balance as per passbook or you write credit balance as per passbook. Both are right. Since I've written debit balance as per cash book, it's better to write credit balance as per passbook, 27,000. Understood? I hope you understood. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your precious time. I sincerely hope this was helpful. I'll catch you all in the next video. Till then, bye-bye. Take care, stay safe and stay blessed always.